How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Today the question is, how did you quit smoking and drinking completely? With both of them, I just stopped. There's a lot of caveats to this. When I stopped drinking, it was after just a spell with my son. I'd moved over to Spain, and my son was coming over to visit in Ireland. He was in his early 20s at the time, and we were just going out drinking when he was over. Not all the time, but it was celebration mode that we were in. And of course, as a drinker, celebration mode always involves alcohol. So this is what we were doing. We were going out drinking, and towards the end of his third vacation over here, it was around Christmas time, I decided that this wasn't the way I wanted to spend my time with him. So how was I going to get out of this? And I'd already been thinking about moderation, so it was just really, I knew that moderation was no good for me. I knew that I had to stop. I knew that I had to be a better role model for him. Now, I had quit 5 years previous to that, so about 10 years ago, I quit because I got stopped. I got a DUI, and I wanted to prove to myself that I could do a year. So it was never an attempt to actually quit permanently. It was just an attempt to get off the alcohol for a small amount of time, for that year, and that was it. Go back and get control of myself again, bullshit. So I lasted 10 months. I went back on the just at the beginning of November. So I stopped in January, went back at the beginning of November because it was my brother's wedding and I was the best man. And I started drinking at 7:30 in the morning when we got the flight from Shannon Airport in Ireland to Birmingham in London. And I had 3 pints before I got onto the plane, and then it didn't stop then. So I tried to moderate loads and loads of times without success. That's a different video, but the same thing with cigarettes. I tried and tried and tried to quit. I never really tried to, I suppose I tried to moderate a few times, but it was always that I knew, cigarettes were bad for me, and they weren't going to ever give me anything good. So, that was the whole thing with cigarettes. Was tried to stop, lasted anywhere between 3 days and 6 months, and eventually I just stopped, and that was it. I think I got to a stage in my life where I think the damage was becoming very apparent to what I was doing to myself. I think I was getting the first stages of maybe emphysema or some other lung condition anyway, and I still feel the effects of that today. So there's not really much I can do about it. But at the end of the day, no matter what it is, whether you're trying to quit smoking or whether you're trying to quit drinking, you have just got to put up with the initial discomfort. Most people don't want to do this, and they talk themselves out of it. And they do this by saying anything, I'll cut back, you're off it for a few days and you think, I feel good now, maybe I'll go back and just have the one, maybe I'll drink only when I'm doing X or Y or Z, maybe I'll smoke when I'm only doing X or Y or Z, and it's just kidding your mind. If you try and attempt to moderate, you're always going to be doing the same thing. So put up with the discomfort. I can tell you from my own experiences and from thousands of people that I've helped now over the last 5 years, that moderation doesn't work. The only way to do this is to push yourself through the discomfort, and you'll come out the other side a much, much better person. So if you would like some help to quit drinking alcohol, I've got some good news for you. I've got my free book, 10 Steps to Stop Drinking Alcohol for Good, which I want to give you for free. Now, I'm confident that if you download this book, if you open it, if you read it and apply the principles, I'm confident that you'll get much better relationships, better finances, better mental brain clarity, just a much better life in general. And as I said, I want to give you this book for free. So all you have to do is click on the link down below this video. Go to alcoholmastery.com. Once you're there, click on the button, enter your best email address, and I'll send you a free copy. I'm confident that you'll enjoy the book and find it extremely useful. So go ahead right now while you're thinking about it. Click on the link below. Speak to you later. I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Onwards and upwards. Bye bye now.